Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Jamie Hughes Show. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today you join me for another film review, and today I'm going to be reviewing, as you can see behind me, Sausage Party. I'm going to be talking about the plot, the characters, and generally what I thought about this crazy film. Again, this is probably going to involve spoilers, so be warned, but let's jump straight into it. So the plot of this film is that these characters, these foodstuffs, live in a grocery store in America and they think everything's hunky-dory. They start by singing the song about the great beyond because they have this vision and this philosophy that they that every time they are taken or they are bought or sold, that they go on to the great beyond and they live happily ever after, free from the gods, which are the humans. But obviously that is not the case, because when they're taken out, they are ate and killed and boiled and fried and all that sort of nastiness. So they discover this, excuse me, and then it comes down to Frank and Betty. They are like the two main characters, and they try and basically start a fight back against the humans. They are separated from their own packets, so their packets get taken away, get taken to the great beyond. So they try and like rekindle. I want to try and like get back so they can get sold, and then Frank discovers the truth about what really happens. Like he meets like some characters along the way that tell him about the great beyond and that the fact it's not really the great beyond. And they come back and basically stage this like huge fight back against the humans, and it's just like completely batshit crazy, this film. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as like the hype that it's had. I think, yeah, it is like it's a good film because it's like not the first of its kind. Obviously, we've seen it before. I would say that this film is a lot like Toy Story meets Family Guy meets Pineapple Express. It's got a lot of like that sort of humor-y type stuff mixed in. But yeah, I just say I enjoyed it, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as people have said it is. I really like the characters. I think the characters are great in it. I think that is one of the like saving points of the film. It's just how well done these characters are. Like the stereotypes, like you've got like the Jewish bun there. It's like Israel and Palestine there with like the bagels and the wrap. Like every like country's food is stereotyped, but it's like really maturely well done. Like the puns they drop in there are great. It is like, for that sense of the film, it is really great. Like just like the really like nice funny bits in it. Like my favorite character was Mr. Grits by far. Like you got Firewater, who's an Indian chief. You have like cans of beer that's Canadian beer, and they're just walking around like apologizing to everyone. You obviously got like the sausage in the buns, whole thing going on. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. I think the characters were great. I really enjoyed that. But I don't think this story is really that strong. Like especially like the way that they portray the villains, because it's either like you have like the douche who they piss off, like the douchebag, and I don't think culturally that lands over here because we don't really have like douchebags, and we don't call them like douches. So that really didn't kind of fit like over here. I didn't like. It's funny because obviously everyone knows what douche is and it's funny jokes, but like it just kind of felt like forced over here, especially in the UK. Like it didn't fit for me. And then having the humans is like the evil monsters as well. That didn't. It should have been one or the other in my opinion, I think. But yeah, it's still like, I just don't want to take away from this film because it's like it's very out there and it's very like, it is well done in points, but yeah, it does lack. I didn't like the beginning of the film. This kind of put me off, is that the fact that they really tried to drive home the fact that it's not a kid's film, so they just use every single swear word under the sun, and it becomes like awkward. Like, because after 5 minutes, it kind of dies down, and there's no, like there is swearing, but it's not to that extent. But like the first like couple of minutes of the film, definitely they just swear and swear and swear, and it just doesn't really like, it just takes away from the experience of the film, because you kind of I kind of felt sitting in the cinema feeling a bit awkward. But on the flip side of that, there is like right at the end of the film, there is this massive food orgy, and you see bits that you don't want to see on a bagel, you don't want to see on a sausage, and that bit is genuinely really hilariously funny. So I wanted to keep this review quite short. Hopefully I've got like the points I wanted to get across, because I think you should go and check out this film, but just be warned that like people could, because people do love it, like it's got really good reviews, but For me personally, it's an okay film. It's not. I didn't feel it was as good as people have made out to be. That's the kind of point I wanted to say. Is just be careful when you go into it. Don't set the bar too high because, yeah, but it is a really good film and it is a funny film and you will get a lot of laughs with it, especially the big orgy scene at the end. But yeah, so that is it. This really quick review of Sausage Party. Let me know what you thought of the film if you've seen it down in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My name, as always, has been Jamie Hughes. I will see you again for another edition of the Jamie Hughes Show very soon. Ta-ra.